5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's the Romello Marcellus Show. The fly uncle you always wish you had. Bring them out. Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest boss from business, entertainment, love, and life.
Had to find my inner power.
To fashion, etiquette, and current events. Major show alert. All to enhance the happiness already inside you.
Today is about the power of you.
Check it out.
You're now rocking with the best.
Here I am, goddammit. Here I am. Welcome to the Romello Marcellus Show. I'm here once again, man. I tell you, last night was an excellent show. I thank everybody who logged on and joined me. You could have chose to be anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with us. And just like tonight, man, if you like this, man, this platform, click on, man. Go on your live, man. Share it to your friends or to those that are online, man. And let's broaden the topic. Let's broaden the conversation. I mean, honestly, man, the more the merrier when we come to the questions that we have, man. It's good to have multiple perspectives and viewpoints. We don't profess to know it all, but for all intents and purposes, man, the things that we do know, we should be sharing with one another because you never know who might need that little boost of help or confidence or little added energy, whether it's positive and growth and them seeking knowledge. We could very well be talking somebody off the ledge tonight, man. It's just one of those times, man. It's vibrant. Tonight's topic is going to, matter of fact, let me put the disclaimer out there. This is an adult topic, and I think that if there are any children in the room, they need to be put to bed or they need to be asked to leave the room. Now, secondly, this disclaimer is that, it doesn't reflect the Romello Marcellus Show, nor its host. Really an opinion and for entertainment purposes only. I address a lot of things, like prime example, to come up last night for 200K. That in itself was a lot, man. And, as we move forward, I have to address the elephant in the room. A lot of times we ask things of one another, but we're not providing those remedies or those outs. Once again, like I said, welcome to the show if you're here. And I'm not going to hold it up, man. I'm going to get right into it. And I'm going to put it up on Instagram first and see what you all feel about it. Hang on. Let me do it this way. So I gave y'all the benefit of the doubt last night. Here we go. Bear with me. There we go. Now, the one thing about it, man, is this. I'm putting this up because there's a question that we as adults, we come across in the realm of dating and moving about. Things happen. Now, I posted this up just to see what the feel it would be and how people would receive it. And the nature is kind of touch and go. If you're just joining the room, man, I have to go ahead and get in. The question tonight, or the topic tonight, is, man, do you work with his or her skid marks? Or no? It happens. I'm sure it's happened to a few of us here tonight. The question was basically is, what do you do if you're getting ready to have sex with someone for the first time and you notice that they have skid marks in the drawers of their panties? I mean, what do? Do you continue? Do you pull your shit up and roll out? Or do you ask them to wash their ass and continue? I need y'all to be honest about this one. Got to understand, man. I mean, hygiene is a motherfucker. I mean, you think about so many times, man, you get into things. I mean, you could be, let's say this. We adults, right? We all adults. I'm just going to say some of the things that the average individual on their platforms won't say. God damn it, I'm going to keep it 100. We've all had one-offs, okay? Now let's just say you're out and about and so on and so forth, and you're practicing safe and whatever, but you have a one-off. You don't know where that individual came from in the day. They came straight from work. They could have worked on a garbage truck, any damn thing. And then bam, it presents itself. You're in the midst of it, and you got your squinted eyes on, and you see what you see what you don't think you see. Now, from a brother's perspective, I know a lot of you motherfuckers would still hit it, or skill complete the mission. I'm not one of those guys, but I'm sure that there's a lot of you out there that would. But ladies, I have to flip the script and ask you guys a question. If this were you, and you noticed there was skid marks in the dude's drawers or boxes, would you proceed or nah? Because see, there's an underlying factor to that. But I want to hear from y'all. Sadina Baker says, hell no. Hell no. I mean, honestly, man, if you're in the moment, you're in the moment. Carla House says it's not happening. Look, I can't speak for anyone else. I just know that for me, you can't unsee what the hell you've seen. Some people may say, look, let me give me some coffee grounds. And if the rooter might stink, but the tutor might not. So I still might go and get mine, depending on how drunk I am or whatever the case may be. And I like the person and what they presented to me. But where does it end? Because it goes a step further. You got to think about it, man. Listen to me. I used to be cut up like a bag of dope, but I ain't anymore. There's not a lot to lift up, but then there's some that you got to lift that thing up to get to. So ladies, let me ask you this. The whole nother question. Let me flip it. If you went there and you wanted to go have a kind of a added position to the social agenda, do you have the upper body strength to lift it up, to get to it, and then when you get to it, it smells like bologna or sauerkraut? What would you do? I'm just asking the question because honestly, I don't know these things. I've heard stories. I've even heard stories where you've had people in the process of things, and one of the others, they cut loose, so they couldn't hold what had begun, or what they were holding prior to that. So I'm like, what can you look? I can't even. I got to tag in. Let me. I need some help out here. What would you do? Would you hit it or nah? You're in the midst of it, and then you see it. What would you do? Some of us are lying tonight, and I want to see who's going to really come on here and tell the truth about their situations. Because a lot of times, a lot of you jokers are still with them individuals that had them skid marks in their drawers and panties to this day. Yeah. It was probably the best you ever had, and you couldn't get rid of them, and they still stink it to this day. To tell the truth, shame the devil. We here. We all family. We family. We family. If you can't be honest with your family, who can you be honest with? We all family. I ain't no judgment. Ain't no judgment. Ain't no judgment. I'm just saying. I know for me, welcome to the show. Welcome. Tell me, you got a man. You meet him for the first time. Well, not to say the first time. You had him a while. Y'all kicked it, and then you get ready to have sex with the man, and you see he got skid marks in his drawers. What you gonna do?
I'm asking, can I use the bathroom downstairs as I proceed to leave?
Really?
And go home.
Why would you leave him?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, why leave? I mean, if he's in the house.
But if you can't open your cheeks, no. If you can't open your cheeks and clean them, I'm good over here, son.
Hey, Sue, you got to understand, he might have been in the... Well, listen, in the house is a different story. We talking about, okay, let's say you're out in the bar, and you meet him out in the bar, as they say in Boston, the bar. And you're talking, and you're enjoying yourself and whatever. And then you have some, you know what? Car sex is always good. The problem is finding a place to park it, okay? So let's just say you found a place to park it, and you're getting ready to do what you do, and bam, you see it. But it's dark in the car, and you're kind of squinting, and you're like, I ain't sure I'm seeing what I'm seeing, but then you see it in the midst of it. What would you do?
Cell phone light, car light, I gotta verify. So let me be clear. Let me be clear. If he got shit stains, he's not getting no Hello Kitty.
Doesn't that sound like you're about to get something you're gonna need a pill for? You ain't supposed to wipe from the back to the front.
What you said. Number one, again, if you can't open your cheeks, first of all, let's say this. If your anus sphincter muscle isn't working to hold that shit in, we got a problem, because why I can't hold it in?
But he took the dump at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Y'all out at 12 o'clock. Well, damn, that makes it even worse. I'm just saying.
My point. So if you telling me it marinated. So I'm supposed to be like, oh, babe, yeah, you can still get some. No, because what if the little buggies migrate to his scrotum or his penis? Now I got E. coli all up in my Hello Kitty, and she ain't gonna meow no more. No, thank you.
I'm just saying, honestly, I mean, it happens. So then it says some people don't wipe good. I mean, they don't.
My aunt told me long time ago when I was 13, you sit on top of your ass all day, you should be the first person to smell it.
What if they did?
So I don't know
Let's say
to a situation. How do we get into that situation though? If you know that you're coming to hang out, like freshen your ass up. Like you don't. I do all day checks. I got to make sure I'm clean all the time. Like you a grown person. I'm not dealing with a little kid. So you a grown man, and if it happened once, it has probably happened again. So you haven't learned. You're not even smart enough to learn from your mistake from last time. Like we not on the same level.
Yeah, but at the same time, it happens to ladies too. Y'all don't wipe that good all the time. I mean, you got something that's a little portly. They can't reach all the way around there and get it all, or it might be a rush situation. Somebody run up in the bathroom it's a fire drill or something. They at work, they got the bathroom. Anything could happen.
You're right, but as a woman, I have a bag. Like I carry stuff around. I have to make sure that I got extra underwear always with me. You never know what might happen. Like you got to keep yourself together. Again, my aunt told me that one time when I was 13, and I never forgot that. If I can smell my ass and I'm right on top of it, there's a possibility other people can smell it too. You have to keep yourself in a situation where you're always prepared.
Okay, I received that.
There you go.
So now let me take it a step further. Right here we go. Foreplay. It happens. A lot of us carry doctor cards. I mean, whether we produce them all the time, that's a whole other thing. We do some of those we consider to be special, little special attention. You follow me? Y'all follow? We all adults here. We family. So I'm
I guess
saying
I'm
this.
retarded because I don't know what that means.
Okay, let's hear it. You've been down there where you got to lift your guard. You hear me? Well,
are you talking about oral sex? Like we're all adults.
You said it. I didn't say it. You said it.
I'm just saying, like, what is it? Like, what we talking about?
Then one thing about it is this: as a fellas, nowadays it's hot out here, so some of us sweat more than others, and then some of us are not as thorough with our our manscaping and the scrubbing and that kind of thing. So let's just say you got a good scrub, but it wasn't good enough. And most of us.
That ain't no scrub. You just did a blow by.
Yeah, but
you just ran past the water. That ain't
sprinkled
no
it a little bit. You
okay.
it.
So
you sprinkled it.
Okay, so now most of us now, we ain't all in the gym and shit. We ain't all, a lot of us now, we got a little something down there. Some of them have more belly than the other thing. So you got to do your little thing there. You got to, you got to push it up and then get down into it. So when you get there, let's say it smells like sauerkraut and bologna sauce. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna go take before I go meet somebody. Like, again, you don't do, as a grown woman, I do self-checks. I need to know what I smell like all the time. That's just for me.
Yeah, but the thing is,
I don't know how I get into a situation where I'm about to get down with somebody and I ain't know what I smell like. I'm supposed to.
Now, listen, most of y'all.
Hygiene is not important to some people.
I got to say for what it is. Most of y'all got daggone chicks out here not that got daggone caring of what the hell's going on with the fellas. You guys, you know what? There was a broad talking about, look, I hope because I need the bread. I said, bitch, go work at a bakery. So what I'm saying is, a lot of y'all come like y'all coming from the bakery, like y'all went in there and stole the yeast, and you just carrying it around. But you won't share it with the individual that's coming down there to eat at the restaurant. You let them go get the groceries, and then you come back to the front and sit at the counter, and you won't tell him that you baked the bread until he eats, and then he's full of bread, of the stuff that bakes the bread. You hear me? So what I'm saying to you is, would you be offended if the guy say, look, let me dip and sniff first?
Nope. Because I know I'm right.
I encourage it. Like,
I know I'm good.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, this is what happens. Person would put the cake boss factory in somebody's face. Like, why would you do that?
Well, it happens. The thing is, even with, like, listen, even with my alpha friend that was on the show, and he was offering it up raw with no peanut butter, no jelly, no washing, for a whole half hour, a long time, that kind of thing. He knew he was rank. So what I'm saying is, I'm gonna stand with y'all, motherfucker. When you rank. So I mean, do you bow out if the situation presents itself? Because I don't want her to be offended or him to be offended or them to potentially.
I don't want to be offended. How about if you're talking about dealing with someone who is stinky, that offends me. That tells me that you don't care about me as a person, a human being, a woman, none of that. I gotta care about myself a little bit. I'm gonna bow out to that situation. I think if I did a self-check and I didn't like the way that I smelled, I'm still gonna bow out.
Stanley said, ha, I'm a fat boy. So I have never been lucky enough to have episodes like that.
That's what I'm saying. And let's keep it 100. Like, how many of us really, the majority of us have vehicles that have heated seats. I would turn my heated seats on your ass in a heartbeat to see if there's something baking. On them seat corners. Back down.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, but guess what? While I got on the seat cooler, get back to your car.
Exactly.
Oh man.
And I'm going home.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. So I guess after you go home, you got to scrub the seat out, huh?
Yes, sir.
Oh man. I'm like, I've heard all kinds of stories. I mean, I've heard, partners tell me, hey, look, they've had females in the bed, and I guess they were holding their boo-boo, and they got to doing things, and ended up boo-booing in their bed. So, I mean, honestly, why couldn't you just, well, you know what? No. I'm going to give you how funny, somebody could be. Hey, he literally did fuck the shit out. Listen, hey, on everything, man, I can tell you something. My cousin, love him dearly. Remember years ago, I introduced him to his lady. And I can promise you, to this day, he never knows when she goes and take a dump. Because it'll put on the table and say, look here. If you ever need to take a dump, you better take your ass down to the gas station. You better never let me see you or know you took a dump or it's over.
Wow.
I'm
we don't need to none of those experiences, but I'm not going to the gas station.
I'm just saying. I mean, we're human, so we're not gonna always be right. But I think within the first presentation, it's got to be on the platter. The platter's got to be silver, and so on and so forth. You know, I think. Shoot, Stan said, keep a freezer bag of baby wipes. Keep a bag of baby wipes. Baby wipes. Wipe with you. Problem solved. I get it, but you know,
period. Like,
if you can't reach it,
wet ones in their car.
If you can't reach it, there's nothing it's gonna do for you. And especially if you're sweating, that baby wipe ain't gonna do nothing. Probably, it's like, you know how you spray cologne on phone.
I mean, the way you set the situation up was this is the first time, right?
This is the first time.
So maybe we spent. Hopefully, this not just a jump off situation and we met in the club because, you know, ill. But we didn't spend some time together. We've gotten to this moment, and this is how you decide to present yourself. I think it says more than enough. Like, you didn't think enough about yourself, or you didn't think enough about how I may talk about your ass. You don't know how I would respond in that type of situation.
Okay, can I be brash? Can I be brash?
Of course.
Okay.
Are you ever not?
All right. So let's think about it then. Have a nigga in the club, we partying, we're doing our little two-step, we drinking. So here's the thing. The average nigga's like, all right, I'm gonna bend over something and go and get mine. Get my due, give her something, send her home. Yeah. Whether it be the parking lot or after the IHOP or whatever you're gonna do. It may not even make it back to the house. If it makes it to the house, okay, you can take a shower. There's no excuse. If you make it to a dwelling, goddammit, there's no excuse. Hotel, house, whatever. There's no excuse. Go wash your ass. But if you're just out and it happens, then I think you should be able to give him a pass, because you just like, okay, well, damn, he could have probably no. Listen, he could have went to Ruth Chris, had a steak, and came in there and he had to take a dump. In the club bathroom, you got 50 million jokers in there doing whatever, and you just kind of getting it out real quick just to get you home. You don't know whether you're gonna strike, and you're like, damn, she feeling me, but I ain't wiped this shit out my ass real good. But she ain't gonna know because I'm just gonna whip it out and get it. But then,
well, you know what?
Sedina said, I'm still washing first.
No, I mean, but I would have never been in that.
Sue said, if my shit ain't right, my legs are closed until I get myself right. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the question is, do those type of things that I think that's all part of their game. I'm sorry, that's just, it ain't happening.
Yeah, but
because my question is this: how you gonna be at Ruth Chris with a carry-out ass? That don't even make sense.
It happens. You know, you got to think about it. Okay, you eating all that food.
No, it don't happen.
And you come to the club, and then you drink some of that watered down shit they got in there, and then you get the bubble guts.
No.
So you go in there,
completely unacceptable.
And
let me keep it 100. So most of the clubs that I've been to, they actually have somebody in the bathroom that got wet wipes, and you give them a couple of dollars, and they give you what you need to clean up.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Unless a joker is accustomed to that, meaning, prime example, okay, he been in a situation, okay, he played athletics, or he been in prison where he's accustomed to taking dumps around jokers. He ain't feeling comfortable in there in no damn club bathroom or restaurant bathroom taking a dump. I got to hurry up. You know, he might even lie. He might just bend over and shoot. He might not even wipe the seat. He might even touch the seat. He's gonna bend over and cop and squat and then wipe as best he can and get up out of there.
So guess what? Then he should know.
But how we switch? No. How we switch this up? What about y'all? Y'all pinch loaves too. Y'all could go pinch a quick loaf too and come on back. Welcome, Kenny. This topic here is for you, brother.
And anybody in my house can tell you, I will stop up a toilet because I'm a scruncher, not a folder. Let me show you. Check it out. right? This is what folders do. Nah, I be like this. You understand? And I got to keep going.
Oh my
and
God.
Keep going. And keep going. Until it's green.
Well.
And he knowing his booty itching. Come on now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how is your skin not irritated?
You gotta put some water on that thing.
That ain't the way you live.
You gotta put some water on there.
Man, come on, that's just nasty. That's little kid shit right there. I'm too old for that. I'm getting high.
You gotta put some water on that thing. You got to. You can't just sit up in there and wipe it dry. You gotta have something.
No, the hell you don't. That's nasty.
Woo!
Nah, nah.
Yeah. Well,
so, for those of you who are living like that, you got all my respect because ain't no hell.
I'll put it like this.
Well, maybe their immune system is just built up really, really well.
Yes, you're absolutely right, Penny Sway. I am the reason there's a toilet paper shortage. I was stockpiling toilet paper before COVID.
Y'all better start stocking up now because you know they're gonna shut this shit down, literally. Enjoy yourselves. Be safe, people. Anyway, we talk conversation, man. It is a question that I ask. If this is your first time having sex or potentially having sex with someone, and you find out that they have skid marks in their drawers or their panties, will you still get your due, or would you pull your shit up and ball out, or would you have them, hey man, you need to go clean that up? What would you do? Would you get you some coffee grounds?
So be clear,
because you fellas,
you're talking about your doo-doo.
Yeah, but here's the thing with fellas, a lot of times that happens when on the fly. Okay, you do it and you mess around, you bend somebody over something, and then you look down and you're like, okay, that don't smell right. So you try to, you know how you go and get you some coffee grounds or something, but then you look down and you see that the Hershey Highway just skidded all down that motherfucker. You just like, damn, did she even pinch herself with the toilet paper?
And you still do it though? That just says
but there's something, no, not me. Not me. But there's something that will.
I'm not. I mean, I'm saying you in terms of whoever does it. I'm just saying it's trifling for whoever does that. How do you bend somebody over? You see a damn chocolate runway and you still go.
You know what?
I would be afraid if I was a man. I would be afraid if I was a man that she's gonna give me something.
What did Chris Brown song say? There's something in the liquor or something about this liquor. I don't know.
No. No, that's nasty. Don't no grown folk do that. I refuse to believe grown folk do that. Don't do that.
Now here's the thing though.
Absolutely not.
To take it a step further, even with you ladies, right? Sure, you can be yeasty, right? But then you know you have your cleansing thing, that 28-day friend that comes see you. You could be on the very, very last day. This person want to be a part of your upper representation social agenda. You hear me?
What does that mean?
I don't like to be. You know what? I don't want to be. You know what?
You're talking about shit stains and skid marks and bending people over, but you can't say like oral sex.
Just mad.
You just said somebody want to get the coffee ground.
It's called oral sex.
Listen.
It's called sex.
Would you let him give you some sloppy toppy on the last or second to the last day of your thing where you've actually are just wearing a liner? Would you let him go fishing?
I would let him know. Listen.
I'm saying no because he gonna try to kiss me.
Well, this is the thing. If it's on the last to second day, it's probably nothing popping, and it's probably only happening with the person that I am with.
That's bad.
Period.
That's bad.
Well, I'm just being honest. No. It's probably with the person that I'm with, so they know.
Well, shit, if you can't taste yourself,
they know my cycle.
Well, that's bad.
It's probably not a whole lot going on down there. And if that's what you want to do, hey, I'm not going to stop you from doing what you want to do.
Nah,
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah,
Nah,
y'all are
if he
not
try to
right.
kiss me, it's a wrap. Like I'm gonna have to punch him in the forehead.
Okay, so eating groceries. How do you feel about that? How would you feel
That's really
if your
not
man wanted
on
to
me.
eat his groceries?
You may hold on. Eating somebody's groceries, that's absolutely not happening. Having my groceries eaten is actually not even, it's not a requirement of mine. It's not my favorite thing. Period.
But you with it. You with the shit.
No, I'm good.
You with the shit though.
I mean, listen, again, I'm not going to stop it from happening, but I'm also not making requests and requirement. It isn't it's not part of my necessity list. It don't have to happen.
Well, how would you feel?
Don't kiss me.
Let's put it this way. How would you feel?
It's your ass, though.
Well, how would you feel?
What about it?
If the
You
presentation
said
was
don't
like
kiss
this?
you.
Okay, let's
You're
say.
damn right. Don't kiss me.
Okay, but let's say he went on, did what he needed to do, ate your groceries, bagged it up, all that kind of shit, came on back in the shoppers, and then he laid his punk ass back up on the bed and throw his legs back and say, "I'm ready." Eat this
So
turkey
first
in the
of all,
front.
no
and-
man that
and
I'm
the
messing
ham
with
in the
is
back.
gonna lay on his
He's
back and throw
going
his
to-
legs back.
I swear. Men don't do that. Men don't lay down and throw their legs back.
You know what?
No, let me be clear. Let me be clear. I'm not saying men don't. I'm saying the men that I deal with would not.
Listen, you can be politically
Say,
correct.
oh, y'all enjoy,
I'll tell you
but
what.
nah, that's not me, player.
Test your man.
I think it would turn me off if a man laid down and threw his legs back.
Test your dude. I tell you what. If
Right,
you,
like
when you get into your social agenda again, when you get in your social agenda again, you know what I mean. When you get in your social agenda again, go on and go down there to the tank and see if one of the legs started like creeping up or some shit, like just creeping on up, and then you'll see. Cause see, some motherfuckers is hidden. They hidden in, you know how I'm hiding in plain sight. Go on and do that and see if the motherfucker, the leg come on back. If it come on back, then you have to question your relationship.
Exactly. Again, if my man's legs can go further behind his head than mine can, he's not my man no more.
You're in trouble. God damn.
Y'all looking for the same thing, huh?
Hey, I
He
would
want
say
his back blown out.
I would say the same thing.
Hey, and I'm proud of him. Yo, go do your thing. Enjoy your life, bro.
Yeah. If y'all just joined the show, man, the topic is this: man, do you work with his or her skid marks, or no?
So I have a question for you, mister.
I'm listening.
If someone was to touch your taint or that space that you were talking about
With their finger.
with their and you happen to enjoy the feeling, would you deny the way that you felt?
You know
because
what?
you're the man?
It ain't gonna happen. The closest you're
But
gonna
why
get,
not?
the closest you're gonna get to that is sack. Beyond the sack, ain't nothing happening. Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. Fuck around, you come up, we gonna have a nub.
So what about the part that's in between that, the line?
See, that's all butthole. That's all dookie shoot. That's all where you get. That's the store, rather. Excuse me. That's the store. That's where you go get groceries at. So if Joker willing to let you go there and stand in the line, see, that's the line. You know the line when you go the line before you get to the register to get the groceries. If he's willing to let you go stand in line, he'll let you go get the groceries. And if he let you go get the groceries, he'll let you go and back your tractor trailer up and then drop off supplies. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't always gonna be an exit. He'll let you come in.
So again,
There's some jokes out here to let you know.
be archived for perpetuity. I have no problem with individuals who like to get the tractor trailer back up.
Absolutely.
All I'm saying is it is not within my sphere of influence and engagement.
Okay,
Enjoy your life.
so what you're basically saying to me is that you'll go play in a motherfucker's hind parts, right? If he wants you to,
No.
let him milk his prostate.
No.
Okay.
Now, that ain't what I said.
Okay.
What I said is I'm okay if that's what you want to do, but that you and I are on different pages, which pretty much means we need to be in different books. Enjoy your life. Like, we cool.
Okay. So you would. So let's just say this. Would you stick your fingers in the man's butt if he asked you to?
No.
Okay. I mean, because I was just trying.
So let me break it down to you. I'm a nurse.
Would you?
So listen, my first bachelor's degree is in nursing.
Would I?
But listen to what I'm saying. Now listen. Oh,
go ahead. Go ahead, sis. Well, no one has ever asked, but I have done that before.
And he received it?
How was it? Did you get dookie on your finger?
God damn. So how did you?
know,
No. Did you feel empowered after you did that? Like,
what do you mean?
You my bitch now, dude.
Like,
You can't even call him a man no more.
See, we're not going to do that, though. We're not going to do that.
Did you do?
I'm sorry.
Well, did you feel
What do you
empowered?
mean?
I'm trying to, like, where did you go? Was there a target? Like, how does that work out?
It started gradually, and I guess just like a woman, it just built up to something that I wasn't expecting, but they were enjoying, so I just allowed them to enjoy their moment. How about that?
So let me ask you this then.
Girl, I'm proud of you, sis.
So when that happened, then.
Like,
So when that happened, it was
they
cool.
didn't
See,
ask, though. That's what I would say. They didn't ask, but they definitely motioned.
like they were ready.
Not like they were ready,
Like he ready.
because I don't think it was that type of a situation. I just think it kind of happened. You know, you were on the landing strip, you were on the line, and it just kind of kept going, and then it started with a rub, and they were like relaxed.
God damn.
wow.
Damn.
So that's good. I'm proud of you.
Reading people, that's what I read, and so, that's what happened.
So you pegged the man.
Okay. So I've never read no shit like that except for...
No, I didn't actually. No, I don't think that's pegging.
Well, you penetrated him. You took his butthole.
Absolutely. I did.
God damn. He can't even walk.
Okay,
He can't even walk in the Lord's army.
My question is, when you pulled your finger out, like, what did you do with your hand?
That's what I want to know. What you do with your goddamn hand
Like
after
it
that?
was disgusting. I went straight to the bathroom, got in the shower, scrubbity scrub. Scrubbity scrub.
So, like, you touched the soap with the dookie hand.
We can throw stuff away, sis. Like, stop,
No, listen, I'm just asking. I'm just asking because shit. Okay. Look, I'm proud of you. I'm glad somebody did it because I couldn't.
Listen, my thing is this. See,
I didn't think that I could.
So on your behalf, then, if you're willing to do that, you should be willing to look past the skid marks.
Well, okay. No.
Either way, you're playing in the shit. You with the shits.
I was not playing in shit. First of all, like it came out and it was a whole bunch of brown shit. That backspace has lube just like the other space for women.
Wow.
So understand
so he didn't have lube, huh? So you lubed him up? You put some put down there?
You either want to be educated or you want to throw your little sauce on it.
Lord have mercy.
Well, no, you clearly have sauce on your fingers. Like, I'm with Mello on this one. This is confusing. Actually, it's fascinating.
Okay.
God damn. That's like a nigga getting his ass beat in the street by a little motherfucker. He like, look.
Seriously, like real talk. So after you the fingers went to walking, like you said you stopped.
Hey, the homies in here going on. The homie said if he'll take a finger, he'll take a dip.
After that, like nothing else happened after that. Or like you got in the shower, you cleaned up, and then you went back.
Hey.
No, I didn't go back. They finished. That ended the act. And then I went to clean myself up and all.
Okay. And so real talk, like that was my question about what did you do with your hand afterwards, because I didn't know.
No.
She went and fixed some pancakes. That's what she did. She went and fixed food for the house.
I get what you said. I'm not smearing the E. coli everywhere. I'm getting it, clean.
Okay. And again, I'm a nurse. Like, I get it. I'm a nurse, so I can tell you for a fact that when I'm in the ER and the doctors are like, hey, this patient is impacted, I need you to do X, Y, and Z, I'll be quick to say, no, that's the doctor's job. Nurses don't do that.
Right, so it wasn't where he was impacted. I can tell you that. He ain't shit on my finger. It was no shit on the bed. It wasn't a brown shit all on my, it wasn't that.
Well, did he have an enema before you did it?
During the course of his day, when he emptied, at whatever point that he emptied, before he showered, he was empty enough not to have put anything on me.
So tell me.
Okay, that's what's up.
He went and had an enema. He got up there and cleaned his asshole real good.
That he had an enema. If he did, I didn't know about that part.
So
if he did, he didn't tell me about it.
So I guess this motherfucker curled up in a fetal position after that thing happened.
You know what?
I mean, I can honestly believe that you never looked at him the same again.
And that is true. I never said anything about it, but yeah, I did.
Oh, somebody said, I'm sorry. I think he does it all the time because he was clean back there. He was clean.
Again.
And you could be right. I'm not saying that. The only thing that I am stating is that I didn't see an enema. He was a clean person, just off the strength of being a clean person. He was regular, so he went to the bathroom, I'm sure, during the course of his day. He showered, so he was not smelly. There were no skid marks that were visible. And there were no skid marks on my finger.
Baby, praise God. Okay, well, you know what? Yeah, that's what's up. Wow.
I'm just like, damn. Okay, how long? I guess that didn't last long.
Oh, y'all too grown up for me.
God damn.
Is that grown up?
God damn.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so let me ask y'all this question. If you, well, I guess not you, Romello, but since are you in a relationship?
Most of the time, yes.
Okay, so let's say, for shits and giggles,
hey,
that your man wants to start
I don't mean to cut you off, right? But on this side, the homies is going in. The homie said you should. No. But here's what the homie said. You should have put a strap on and fucked him because he got fresh for you.
So I wouldn't go that far. If your man wanted to explore his sexuality, would it just be an automatic no for you?
Listen, exploring sexuality to me is tying your ass up and whipping you with
Damn, you want to be a slave? You want to be a slave?
No, that's different. No, so that's different. That's a kink. So,
well, exploration ain't gonna mean. Listen, going to no exits. That's an exit, not an entry. I've heard of people, and I'm not knocking motherfuckers that want their prostate milked. But you know what? We as black men, we have enough issues with our motherfucking prostate, trying to fight cancer and a whole bunch of other shit and getting enough zinc in our body. I don't need nobody going to be touching it. I don't even want to go to the well man exam that I fucking have to go to now at my age. So you know, I want to punch the motherfucking doctor in her motherfucking mouth or his mouth when they trying to make sure I'm all right. So and fellas, don't not do that. Go get your asshole checked, you know, to make sure you're all right. Please get your prostate checked. We want you here. But that's on some medical shit. I don't know no pleasure shit where I'm just.
I can tell you this. And to answer your question, sis, if my man wanted to check out his sexuality, I am more than happy for him to do that, but it can't be with me. And then we would have to renegotiate the terms of our ship. Because I can't promise you it could still be a relationship.
Okay. Let me ask you this question then.
So it basically can't be nothing you never find out about.
Well, this is my question now. Let's say at some point in your life you want to explore your sexuality. Right?
Okay. You asking me? You asking me?
No, I'm talking to her.
Oh,
well,
okay.
I mean, you
her,
can answer this
say,
too.
yeah.
You already stated you didn't want to explore any sexuality. So
I don't know. I mean, listen, we all human. We all human.
Right, we all human. So I'm just saying for her, like, if
let me just say this to you.
At some point,
okay. So at some time in my life, you know, I've dreamed about midgets. Some shit like that.
About what?
Midgets.
Okay. So you want to fuck a midget?
No, God damn it. I'm just saying, that's as far as some shit would go. Ain't nobody about to spread no asshole.
That's not the proper term. Little people. They don't like being called midgets.
But see, that's different. That's a kink. A kink is completely different than sexuality.
Yeah.
So my assumption is what you're trying to ask is if I wanted to
explore your sexuality, no matter what it was, you want to try girls, you want 2 dudes at a time, like you're doing another guy, whatever that may be, would you want him on board for that?
Well, listen.
Of course, I would have a conversation with him.
What I do believe is this.
I want him on board. However, he still has free will to say yes or no. Would I force it on him?
You can't force anything on anybody.
Well, even listen. Hold up. Even with a threesome, right?
So my point is that if my man wanted to do it again, I'm gonna still be his friend, but he can't be my man.
Okay, so let me ask you this: if he mentioned it to you, right? But if he brought it up to you, right, and you said, "No, I'm not with that. We're not doing no, it's not happening. I'm not doing it." Would you then not look at him the same? Because he brought it to you, and even if he said, "I'm not going to do it," you probably still wouldn't be able to look at him the same.
Yeah.
Because you know in his mind.
I would not look at him the same. I wouldn't.
Okay.
Again, if my man is considering that, I have no problem with him living his best life. The contract that we have in whatever our ship is, friendship, situationship, relationship, would have to change because of me and my biases. Am I biased 100%?
Yeah.
I have the right to be that way.
No, absolutely. I mean, just like I don't think well, I'm not even going to say that. I'm not interested in fingering another man.
Well, you figured one already, so I guess you fulfilled that.
Right. And so because I did, I now know that that's not something that I want to do anymore.
So you wouldn't have a problem with the skid marks either then.
That's not true.
So this is, and guess what?
That is not true.
You're playing the motherfucker's asshole, but you got a problem with skid marks.
The fact that you've done it has reinforced the fact that I don't ever want to do it.
I get that.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. I couldn't even with a threesome. A man that would run a train on a woman with another man that's naked in the room swinging, you got to question his sexuality and his state of mind. Because at some point in time, either end of that woman, you're gonna touch each other. And I can't do it. I could never do that. You got to be 2 women or nothing at all. 2 or more women or nothing at all. I mean, like many years ago. Not now, but many years ago. When I was for the streets, as they say now. When I was for the streets. Yeah, I'm not for the streets now. When I was for the streets.
You know, for the streets.
Are you for the streets?
No, I'm not for the streets.
For the streets. Are you
right?
When I was for the streets.
She said the streaks, like the streak marks and draws.
Not the streaks, but the streets. Not the streaks, but the streets. There's still a K in there. Streets, not streaks. Yeah. Sad thing, man, that we can't be more understanding when we're dealing with people that we are attracted to in their hygiene. You know, they might just have an off day, a shitty day. They just had a shitty day. You gotta let it go.
I mean, I think it's different if you're in a relationship with somebody.
Well, listen, if you decided you want to,
I still don't want to see the skid mark. We gonna talk about this Because that need to be the last time I see your skid marks. Throw them drawers away.
Okay, so let's say this. We on some Cyndi Lauper shit. We just having fun, right? It's a hot summer night like tonight. You out somewhere and boom, it happened.
Like with my person, or we just meet?
Let's say you see the skid mark afterward. After you done the
After
do.
what? I just met somebody out and about. That's hard for. I don't do that. I wouldn't do that.
See right here. See. God damn it. What we don't do on this platform is we lie. We tell the truth.
You're right,
so we have had one-offs. We all sexy individuals with somebody, and we've had a one-off.
Never.
All right. I'm gonna receive it.
I have never had a one-off.
All right. So the individual you're interested in, they can
and at this age, I don't imagine a one-off happening.
Okay. I mean, usually you don't imagine it just happens.
What I will say that I've had is dating somebody for a certain amount of time, that happening, and it's not worth happening again.
All right. Here. Let me address.
But that ain't. I wouldn't consider that a one-off.
The difference between and somebody, one of the homies coming, you already know. Back in the day, niggas ran trains on chicks. But the difference is, back in the day, niggas had clothes on. They wasn't ass naked in the room. Oh, hey, you on this side, I'm on that side, and you in the rooter, I'm in the tutor, and we holding her up and all that. The shit you see on the videos, that shit wouldn't happen. Took your turn, nigga, all right, you go on in there and do what you do, and that kind of shit. Yeah. Just don't cream pie the raw. Don't be going in there raw. Put something on. There's a difference. Anyway, yeah. Dude is bad. I guess he's somewhere else doing his thing. He knows who he is now. Because you done touched him, turned him out.
This?
Like Olivia the Slave. Shame. I thank y'all for y'all's insight. Y'all have more than opened my mind and my perception to the different levels of acceptance for the things that you can't unsee and experience. From standing in the line at the grocery store to getting the groceries, to taking the groceries back to the store because they was bad. Yeah. Shame.
Have a good night, sir.
Thank you.
Ma'am, sis.
All right, have an amazing evening, sis.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Man, if y'all just joining this show, man, I'm at this point, I'm flabbergasted. The topic is, man, do you work with her or his skid marks or no? I mean, hygiene is a motherfucker, man. If you're going all day and you out, I mean, sometimes you want to stop at home and take that shower, but then you just say, fuck it, I'm going to just go have a few drinks. And then you meet somebody interesting and exciting, and you just exciting and interesting to them, and then y'all hit it off, and then before you know, you somewhere trying to have some drunk, sloppy ass sex. And it's just that, some sex. And, you know, because you're in the moment, you might overlook some things like those skid marks or that yeasty thing that come out. You just, it's all on your hand. It's like you did the dip and snip and it's just there. And you're like, well, you know, I'm gonna strap up, but I got some coffee grounds in my pocket. And then you go and get your due. But the question is, man, are you going to talk to those people after your situation or your succession or success rather? Man. For those that look, man, I tell you, you can't unsee the things that you've seen, and you can't undo the things that you've done. I'm not gonna hold y'all up too much tonight, man. I'm just we're gonna marinate on this one like most motherfuckers marinate in the middle of the night, and you get up in the morning and you have that missile gristle kind of thing where it's just falling off the bone. This is that. For me to say much more would just kind of destroy and defeat the energy that was implied or applied here tonight. Man, and all you're getting, man, get understanding. Get understanding. It's like, with growth. Oh, here goes. Here. One of the homies said, I'm gonna give you a topic for the subject next week. Niggas growing up, fucking each other's baby mamas, but y'all still hanging out. You already know. God damn. Yeah, that's a humdinger right there. But that's every day. Yeah. I'll tell y'all, man. In this time we live in, this is a time that's very perilous, and there's a lot of twists and turns. Enjoy your life, man, as much as you can. Every rose, smell it, and those that you love, man, give them their flowers now, and allow people to give you your flowers now, because you never know. We never know. Any ideas you have, man, expound on them, grow, go get them, man. Listen, they thought Noah was crazy until it began to rain. Don't let anyone or anything stop you. I made a post this morning. You have your life. If you don't have it, it's your fault. We've been given the same 24 hours as Gates or any one of the other folks that we've deemed to be successful in life, whether it's for monetary means or other accolades that they've received in this life. But your health and your wealth is everything. Your family is everything. You are everything. Don't leave here without leaving something that will outlive you. Okay? You don't have to conform, but respect everybody. Respect those that will love you. You only live once. Time is fleeting. Time is fleeting. Shout out to all those mothers, man, that has lost their kids this year, man, and everybody that lost family members this year, going through the things that we're going through with this pandemic and just everyday things, natural causes, and so on and so forth. Pick up the phone, call your people, tell them, hey, man, I just called you to let you know you got somebody to love you on the other end of this phone. We ain't got to have no conversation. Goodbye. Doesn't make a difference how you may truly feel about some of the things that may happen. You love people, but sometimes you don't like their actions. Look past the actions. This is the time, man, where we should be coming together as a people. As a people. I try to keep it light on some things because laughter, man, laughter. This is a time where you should be laughing more to keep from crying. Because it's sad, because a lot of things we truly don't know what's going on. We have no idea. We truly have no clue. Every day is something new, something different, whether it's the climate, whether it's the pandemic, whether it's the food, whether it's the gas, the fuel, whether it's the fact that you may or may not have a job to feed yourself or your family or keep a roof over your head. On top of your aging. Which, hey, you can beat a lot of stuff, but you can't beat time. Time will always win. And we're all going away from here. At some point in time, we'll go back to from which we came, which is the dust. So I tell you tonight, man, I thank you once again for all that you have been here. And you chose to take time out of your day to be with me, with us, with everybody that's here. Make the most of your time. Put your hands to things that are going to outlive you. All right? And all you'll get understanding. Love you. Good night.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's the Romello Marcellus Show. The fly uncle you always wish you had. Bring them out. Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest boss from business, entertainment, love, and life.
Had to find my inner power.
To fashion, etiquette, and current events. Major show alert. All to enhance the happiness already inside you.
Today is about the power of you.
Check it out.
You're now rocking with the best.